An exclusive look at Auckland's city rail link when the 3.4 kilometre track could open to passengers. Waka Kotahi faces questions over how often the Harbour Bridge gets closed and why more people are trying to access their Kiwisavers early. Te Maria, I'm Shuri Kinnear, and these are the latest New Zealand Herald headlines. Auckland's $5.5 billion city rail link may start operating later than previously understood. Our newsroom can reveal the link may not be in use until sometime in 2026 or later, 18 months longer than what was forecast only a few months ago. It follows confirmation in March that the project would cost $1.1 billion more than previously expected. In an exclusive interview, City Rail Link Chief Executive Sean Sweeney explains the November 2025 date is when they hand over the track to Auckland Transport and Kiwirail for extensive testing.
To have permission to operate a live railway, you need almost as many sign-offs as you do to run an aircraft. And the number of tests, the number of different conditions that you have to plan and demonstrate for are very complex. And so that work just has to start.
These accusations of Waka Kotahi being overly risk-averse, closing Auckland's Harbour Bridge at the drop of a hat. The transport agency lowered its threshold for closing all lanes of the bridge after it was damaged by a truck crash in 2020. Strong wind gusts in Auckland on Saturday led to the bridge being closed around 5 times because of winds stronger than 90 kilometres an hour. Devonport Takapuna local board member George Wood says it's bureaucracy gone mad. The Prime Minister is welcoming signs of greater US engagement in the Pacific. During his trip to Papua New Guinea, Chris Hipkins has met with Pacific leaders, including Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi and US Secretary of State Anthony Blinken. He discussed the AUKUS arrangement with Blinken, the trilateral security pact between Australia, the UK and the US. Hipkins says any engagement with the US is positive. He says the fact the US is here and engaging in conversations is encouraging, and there seems to be an appetite for more.
Well, New Zealand doesn't support militarisation of the Pacific. Having said that, military presence does not necessarily signify militarisation.
More people are trying to take out their retirement savings early to cope with financial struggles. Financial services complaints say applications to withdraw from Kiwisaver because of hardship have doubled in the past 2 months. The Dispute Resolution Service reports the number of complaints it's receiving from people who have been rejected is rising. An investigation continues today after an arborist died while working at Christchurch's Hagley Park. Emergency services were called just before 10 a.m. yesterday and a fallen tree was cordoned off. Christchurch City Council has confirmed the person was a staff member of arborist company Tree Tech. WorkSafe is investigating and the process could take up to a year to complete. And those are the latest New Zealand Herald headlines. For more stories and to stay up to date, head to nzherald.co.nz. Kia pai te rā. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. To stay up to date with all the latest news from the New Zealand Herald, click the subscribe button below or check out one of the videos here and head over to nzherald.co.nz for more details on these stories and more.